app, desktop or tablet at KFMA.com.
You want it? You got it. Reality radio done right. No nonsense, real and raw, just like you like it.
He's corrupt, he's inexperienced, and he lies.
Broadcasting from a broom closet in the Arizona Lotus Studios, it's Beef Vegan Presents.
Yo, welcome back to the show. It's Beef Vegan Presents live on Rock 102.1 KFMA, streaming worldwide at KFMA.com. Happy Tuesday, August 30th to you. Good morning, Rico.
Howdy, partner.
And good morning, everybody out there listening. Rico is busy at work already, photoshopping at my request, and I appreciate you for that, Rico. Yesterday, I posted on our Rock 102.1 Facebook page around 4:20 in the afternoon, coincidentally enough. I said, okay, what makes you cry? Funny answers only, right? And it's just an engagement post. Get some good comments here from our listeners. I'll interact with them, throw a GIF in response, things like that. And I had some great responses in here, so I had some bad ones. I mean, I almost said the S word. Five people said onions. And I'm like, dude, funny answers only. Like, nobody can follow directions anymore, as simple as they may be, right? And onions over and over again. I'm like, really? Come on, man. Let's see. Well, Lilybug said, when I have the Rhea. So whenever you talk about poo jokes, I'm all in. Let's see. Another one said, spill whiskey. Manny, OG listener one said, spill whiskey. That definitely would make you cry. I thought that was a good one. Let's see. Oh, when I pack a fresh bowl and can't find a lighter that works. That definitely would make me cry.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Oh, these are country songs for sure.
They are all country songs for sure. Jalapeno juice in the eye. That's kind of funny, and that would definitely make you cry. This one, Kevin wrote this, and he went in, right? He said, when I grab Goodfellas to throw it into the old Laserdisc media device, and when I open it, I see that I've fallen victim to a booby trap. A Pearl Jam CD has tarnished the dignity of my Goodfellas case. Nobody knows how it got there. Nobody ever saw it again. That made me cry.
Amazing.
Exactly. Yeah. See, that's somebody who, is like, okay, I see what you're doing. I'm gonna play. Somebody did a yo mama joke and said, when your mama don't have breakfast ready. So I had to ask. I DM'd the person. I'm like, are you my father?
What's the deal here, man?
Yeah. And then he's like, oh, no, we're around the same age. I'm like, okay, good. Then shut up, bitch.
Ooh.
I'm sorry. I'm a little randy because a little bit after this post, and now Rico's telling me, and he is my social media expert. The guy knows his algorithms. He's telling me I always have this pet peeve. I've had it for years. And when posts get buried, now I know it's irrelevant when we're talking about Facebook because, people are jumping ship quicker than the Titanic. And I understand that. But, when there's a post that immediately follows another post, I feel like the post prior to it kind of dips in reach and it gets buried by the other posts. I know the other people have done this before. I know our promotions director Nathan has inadvertently done that in promoting the David Blaine residency, and it happened on a night when I was like doing last chance opportunity for you to come out for Steal the Show. So I took that offensively, but I swallowed that pain and proceeded. But so shortly after I posted that engagement post where I'm interacting with people, I see this post where the Razor's restarting a beef. Now, I don't know if you guys been like following along, but Razor and I have not seen eye to eye from time to time.
You're taller?
Huh?
Because you're taller?
Yeah, because I'm way taller.
Okay.
The guy's like a dwarf of a man.
Mm.
But it's not his fault. I think he was taller when he was younger, but as you age, you shrink, Yeah. So he's up there in shrinkage. But with that, I've been playing nice. I do like Razor. For the most part. So I play nice with Razor, and I haven't besmirched his name in a good minute. And I haven't seen him that often. I did see him in the hallway the other day. I didn't see him at the Ghost concert. He didn't even try to say hi. So maybe there is a beef going on, and I wasn't informed. But last night he posted and buried my post, which again, Rico points out that's not a thing. He posted 2 side-by-side pics of Tommy Lee. Based off a story, because again, if it's butt rock 80s, Razor wants to report on it. He loves it. You know, I mean, it's just a genre, you know, hair bands galore. He's all about that. So he's all about the crew. And I know a lot of people out there are all about the crew too. And that's great. I'm a different generation. It's not necessarily my style. But I can recognize and appreciate certain aspects, certain songs. The Dirt was a good movie. But I'm not fanboying over like 90-year-old rockers. It's just not my style. So he posted the stadium tour rolled through AZ last week, but at the show in LA over the weekend, Tommy Lee whipped out his wiener. ... Dog. In case you missed it. Yeah, here's a pic Tommy posted on socials a couple weeks ago that I saved to my phone. What? It's more of a beef. And the reason why he said more of a beef is because he put my face on Tommy Lee's schlong, right? Two things I'm upset about on this situation here. One, all right, it alludes that my head is that big. Like I'm big headed enough to be Tommy Lee's dong. My head is not that big, not even in circumference. You know, Tommy Lee's dong has that way beat.
We're going to have to Wikipedia that.
Yeah, no,
How close in similarity there.
Oh yeah, no, it's not even close. I mean, I bet you my hat, even with a fitted hat, or actually, I have a snapback. None of the buttons would fit around Tommy Lee's dog. That's just a fact. Okay. It's massive.
It's science.
Yeah. But what I really took offense to was this picture that he chose. I just don't like this picture that he chose. I'm like, if you're gonna Photoshop my face on Tommy Lee's dong, at least have it be a better looking picture of me. I look pretty damn goofy here. You see in the picture, Rico?
Many, many times.
Right. And so right now it's war. Okay. Straight up. I played nice. And the thing that irritated me even more so on top of this is, you know, we've talked about management secretly having a disdain for me, apparently. And they show this in ways like writing up imaging where, you know, they just talk smack about me and the audience for listening to me.
The art of subtle jabs.
Right. And sometimes they're not even subtle about this, but I know who the admins are on the page, and it's not many. You know, like Riley, she's no longer on the station. So it's just Razor and it's Mac, my boss, right? And one of those old son of a bitches ha-ha'd their own post, right? So it's either Razor or Mac hit the ha-ha on the post, so it looks like the station is reacting to their own post. What kind of nerd stuff is that?
Disappointment.
You know what I'm saying? Like, well, that's a faux pas. Is that not a faux pas, Rico?
Faux pas.
Like you can't.
It's too early for French, by the way, but yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You can't like your own post. Nothing is lamer than liking or reacting and doing a haha to your own post.
L7 weenie.
Yeah. Now, you know, I'm sure whoever did the haha, which again is one of two suspects, maybe have not recognized the fact that they are an admin and they're just a little out of touch and don't know how to react with their own profile. But at the same time, it still looks like the station laughed at its own post. Only 28 other people laughed at that post. It wasn't that funny. But KFMA is one of them. So I got the station laughing against the goofy picture of me as Tommy Lee's dong. So, yeah, that's how I'm starting off today. How are you starting off today, Rico?
I just know as a fact, if you guys aren't watching House of the Dragon, don't even bother. This is way more intriguing. This is way more Games of Thrones.
Yes, it is. There is drama amongst the KFMA crew. And, I did mention and maybe even inadvertently blurted out that Riley is no longer at KFMA. She is moving on. She took a position internally at the company and stuff, but will no longer be on the station. And we do have an announcement of who will be taking over middays here soon. And that's all I can tell you. And I'm sure that's enough to make them mad. But guess what? Turnabout is fair play. I'm mad too. So
see what happens, Larry.
That's what you get. That's what you get. Ha ha. I just did that joke. Well, real quick, let me react to my own joke. Double thumbs up. Ha ha. Smiley face. Heart, bitch.
Arya stabs.
All right, we're not really talking Games of Thrones here, just to let you know. All right, so we're on the podcast broadcast. What's going on, guys? That was the show open this morning. So we're starting off, gloves off, having a good time. Yes, and this is the picture in question that Razor posted.
Oh man, he has a beautiful dog.
Right. Well, I kind of got offended about this, Victor, because I feel like I have better pictures of myself. I don't know where he.
Oh, that's you.
Yeah, that's me. That's my face. And I'm like, where did you get this picture? First off, this was not one that this is through my private personal collection on Facebook. Like, this is not on my Beef Vegan page. It's on my
real?
Yeah, it's on my personal Brad page. It had to have been, right? And he just has pictures of me saved, and then he put that as a dong. So I did not appreciate that. And it happened shortly after I made a post. So I had Rico whip this together. Oh, the razor. Yeah.
My goodness.
Yeah. And I captioned it. Yes. I captioned it. I'm pretty sure Razor wants to wear my skin like a beef suit. Why else would he keep photoshopping my face on people's wieners? I can't be mad at him though. I mean, look at him. Much respect
on its skin.
Yeah, much respect to a man who can shave his entire body without causing a razor burn. Would you fuck him? He would fuck him. Yes.
Fuck him hard.
Rubs the lotion on its skin.
So yes, that's how we started. I thought the razor beef was over with. That was a while ago. I moved past it, and nope, did not happen. As far as Powers is returning this week. He's on vacation in New York with his family, hanging out with his friends and his mom and his dad. Mostly his mom. I'm sure his dad doesn't want to hang out with him that much. So
any reason
got
why?
that going on, huh?
Any reason why?
Well, because Powers' attitude and his personality is a little too out there for his dad. His dad's more buttoned up, like accountant type.
I see.
And he's very much his mother's son. And and his dad reminds him of this all the time. Hold on, let's do it.
Lovely.
Rock 102.1 KFMA. We're live on the podcast broadcast. We're going to break down today's top headlines and viral videos. Victor Garcia hanging out with us this morning as well. We just did a recap looking at Photoshop pictures and reliving the renewed beef that is a beef versus razor. Apparently, I thought he was my boy. Well, this is what happens. So coming up next, we're going to show some video of a man who got super clever in discovering that somebody was robbing his house. Now, he could have done one of two things. Actually, he could have done three things. One, he could have called police. Two, he could have kicked his ass. But instead, he did the third thing. The third thing was most surprising, as the internet torn. We'll talk about that after Cagey Elephant. But first, here's the latest from Bring Me the Horizon. It's time for you on Rock 102.1 KFMA. Join us on our Facebook pages or youtube.com/beefvegan. The podcast broadcast is live. Clear. All right.
I want to see a Rage in the Cage with you and Razor. Like a boxing match.
That would be entertaining.
Yeah, I mean, that'd be stunting. I don't know if I'd resort to, physical violence and stuff.
You're above the stunting.
Yeah, the boxing, the quote unquote celebrity boxing
That's where
thing.
the money's at now, man.
Yeah, man. Go Triller.
It's been done, and I'll just say this: I got decent punch power, but I got zero cardio. I got zero cardio. So if fucking Razor could take, and I'm sure he can actually, I'm sure he's tough. He grew up here in Tucson. I'm sure he's been in a scrap or two. If he could last past 3 punches, then I'm done for. Because I'm gassed, I'm winded, and I'm passing out, and then I'm just curling up in a ball and asking for like an inhaler.
We got to train those first 2 punches and make sure they're really something.
They'd have to be.
Yes.
Yeah,
let's train on those first 2, and then you should be good for the
straight up haymakers going in.
That's true. I have love for Razor though. I don't necessarily want to punch him in the face.
If you want a Rocky montage though, you let me know.
I will.
Do a Rocky montage.
You would be an excellent trainer too. I mean, there are other people. There's one other person in this building that I would definitely take up that offer and enjoy just destroying his ass, beating the shit out of him. He's never been beat up in his life. And he's one of the biggest punks that I've ever come across in my life. And I would love to punch him in the face. But unfortunately, it's not Razor nor Mac. It's just someone else in the building. And I'll leave it at that. All right. So we have.
Janitor is so nice. What the hell's wrong with you?
The janitor is nice, actually. I've met him. He's
got nice hands too.
Yeah. You don't fuck with a janitor. Don't fuck with a janitor. Don't fuck with a McDonald's employee. Don't fuck with people who've made terrible life decisions and end up in a place where they're pretty much at rock bottom and they have nothing to lose.
They're just waiting for an excuse.
Absolutely.
That's when you're built for 12 rounds.
Yes. Yeah. So I'm not messing with any of those people. I'm not messing with a Circle K employee.
Nope.
They'll scrap. They'll kick your ass. So there's
any wait staff in Tucson. They all have Fight Club.
They all have Fight Club. Bring it back. Have you discovered the Fight Club at the place that you're working at?
It literally could be. It's fun because it's like a basement. It feels like it could convert to a Fight Club after hours.
Lovely.
I would love to.
Yeah, Rico works at O'Reilly's, the downtown basement bar as the doorman there.
Mhm.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And I constantly get reminded. Everybody's like, this used to be a mortuary. I'm like, yeah. I
got it.
You have any haunted stories? I'm like, not yet.
Oh, it's like Oz Club then.
Yeah.
Mhm.
No, you should be like, no, I actually just got a haunted story. So
I got molested by a ghost last night. Thanks
No,
for
no.
reminding me.
I would say this. I'd be like, last night, a girl came down here into the bar and she was beautiful, like a 10, right? And she goes up to the bar and she orders a cocktail and she gets one of our signature cocktails and she catches a little buzz and she keeps looking at me and smiling, right? And then so she's smiling at me like all night long. Then towards the end of the night, she comes up to me and she tells me, and this is you talking, that I'm incredibly attractive and she has this uncontrollable desire to, hook up with me. So I wrap up my shift. I take her home, right? And we have incredible sex all night long. All right. Then the very next day, I ghost her. Boom. There you go. That's the haunted ghost story right there.
My
I
God,
saw that punchline coming like 10 minutes ago.
I got chills down my spine, bro.
Well, you can one up it, dude. I mean, feel free.
And then she murdered me. I'm the ghost.
No.
You disappear into the.
Exactly.
I saw that punchline
Shamalamalaman.
yesterday.
Shamalalalan.
Yeah.
I too can see into the future.
Crystal balls.
But feel free to use that though, Rico. I mean, it's clever.
I'll take up all their time. They're like, that's gonna be a good story.
Yes. Well, that's
Then
the
she
thing.
ghosted me. Have a good night.
That's what you want to do. You want to string them along.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then drop.
Get
That's
a bad Yelp review.
right. Because at the end of the day, after you tell that story, you want them to feel stupid for asking the question.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Have a good night, Karen.
Reverse psychology.
Goodbye. Yep.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Gaslighting women.
Uh-huh. Oh, yes. So I have this video all queued up, ready to go, which is going to be fantastic. And it's on TikTok and it went viral, but we're talking about it here next. And I do want to get some, let's see, People's Court. There we go. This will be the theme music I use. Oh, yeah.
Sustained.
Right. We've been having fun today. I found out that I still have to work out the kinks for dyslexic spelling bee. Every time I do that game, I get shenanigans called on
Yep.
me, and I'm like, oh.
The track record so far.
And if the lawyers find out about that, forget about it. Dude. Like, seriously, they shut me down.
Game over.
Mm-hmm.
Class
Fair
action lawsuit, man.
In a way, yeah. Absolutely.
You can't spell that backwards.
Exactly.
Hard to do on the air.
And you'll see, I'll download the dyslexic spelling bee and play it back here in the podcast broadcast. So you just did a comedy gig last night. Are you plugging anything, Victor, while you're here?
Well, while I'm here, I can plug in my my podcast, Mouthful Podcast. It's something you could check out on Spotify. It's there.
Are you just doing audio with your podcast?
It's audio and video. It's up on YouTube. I used to do some reactionary stuff and then just play video games, talk, shoot the
Twitch?
stuff.
Doing the Twitch?
Not Twitch yet. I haven't gotten into that stuff yet. It's just mostly just playing 2K and just getting mad at myself. Yes.
People tune in just to watch you scream at
Yes,
yourself.
that's mostly what I do.
Come on, Curry.
Come on.
And you do this to other people. I'll actually pull up the podcast here on the YouTube stream or on our podcast just to check it out, see what your camera works like and stuff like that. I'm glad that you are doing video too, because I was gonna have a Weirdo in today, because Weirdo was like, "Oh my God, that Victor guy's gorgeous." And so if for being a good looking comic, you'd be doing a disservice to yourself if you didn't do video as well.
Yeah, man, it's just a fun way to let people know what I look like.
Yes.
It's like, yeah, I'm sort of symmetrical.
Yeah, you're totally symmetrical, dude. That's Victor Garcia here. We're back on the podcast broadcast live. Let me tell you this story. This is went viral on TikTok here. And I'm going to pull up the video. So here's the deal. There's a man who had his house burglarized. Okay. And the thing is, he actually caught the burglar in the act. Now, we don't know where it happened, but he posted a video of it. He also did a follow-up where him and his girlfriend tell the whole story. And he says it happened at his uncle's house while he was house sitting. A burglar was a kid around 16 years old and lived nearby. Now, he came home from work in the middle of the day to feed the dog, and that's when he found the kid hanging out using the PlayStation like he owned the place. So, I mean, you're breaking rule number one. You need to get in and out like the burglar if you're going to be a burglar, right? So he decided to give him some corporal punishment. And I said there's one of three options he could have did. He could have called the cops, teach him a lesson by getting him caught up in the system, and he could forever be in the system. It's a slippery slope. He could have kicked his ass. He's only 16 years old. He hasn't developed those man muscles yet. There's a good chance if his cardio is decent, he'd be able to take this kid out. But instead, he decided to teach him a lesson. How did he decide to teach him a lesson? By making him do chores. Oh, yes. Ooh. Teaching him good old responsibility.
Going old school on it.
Yes. So he captioned the TikTok video, "Don't break into people's houses, folks, or you'll end up cleaning their shower." And so here's the kid on the video cleaning the shower. And he's like, "Dude, do better. And he's like, "I'm trying." And he's like, "No, use your elbow grease, bitch." And he's like really talking to me. You see this kid.
Dude, this is hilarious.
Yes.
This is real.
And this poor kid, I relate to this kid. He's just like a chubby, out of control teen in a way where he was just playing PlayStation, right?
He's wearing the retro Jordan 1s that ain't Jordans. They're Mordans, bro.
Yeah. Well, that's why he had to resort to a life of crime, Victor.
Indeed,
yep.
Yeah, he tried to get those real Jordans eventually. So he sit there, and of course, like any teenager, giving attitude while cleaning and doing a terrible job. But still, the guy was on him. And the video I can't even play on the air. So we'll play on the podcast broadcast part because there is some foul language involved, as it would be when you're dealing with a teenager and making them do chores. But that's what he did. He noticed that his pockets were full, so he told them to empty them, and they were full of stuff that he stole, like a debit card. And he decided not to call the cops and had him clean the shower. Now, this could have got super weird, right? Where he's like, "Oh, I'm not going to call the cops. Why don't you get into the bathroom?" Like, whoa.
Let me film you in the bathroom.
Yeah. Please call the cops. Please. I'm going to teach you another way, son. No, please. I'd rather have a felony. Capital punishment. Now, most people agree that it was a funny punishment, but some think it was a little too nice. And maybe he agrees with that now. He says the kid has been hanging out near his house a lot and might have keyed his girlfriend's car. So we'll just summarize this story with the saying that I say every week: no good deed goes unpunished. So this guy thought he was teaching his kid a lesson. Next thing you know, he's got the C word keyed into his girlfriend's car.
Man, he tried to be Gran Torino so bad.
He tried to. Yeah. I'm going to teach you. I'm going to be a mentor to this kid.
Take respect for people.
All right, we're going to keep the conversation moving on the podcast broadcast where we're going to watch this unedited video, and we have more Beefy Can Presents coming up after these words. Stick around. It's Rock 102.1 KFMA.
You're one of those Mexican kids.
Yeah, good. Now put on my girlfriend's dress, boy. All right, so let's hear what this guy had to say. And this kid's attitude. You gotta smack him around a little bit.
I thought he was gonna hop on the PlayStation and just cook him.
That's what I was hoping. It's like, let me show you how it's done.
Yeah.
I know. Keep going. You should have that at the cops, bro. You came into my house. Come on. I still see some spots right there.
Okay. I see you.
Okay.
I can all play on you still. See whatever you want to do, right? Come on. Pour me down.
You might want to move those bottles. There's some stuff right by the bottles. You might want to.
This is not my hair right here, right?
I don't give a fuck. It could be mine. I don't care. You came into my house.
Come on, man. What are you doing with your shit? You're doing my stuff, bro.
Hey, you wanted to break into my house. Keep going, bro.
You can walk my hand.
Oh, man.
He's actually fighting back.
Yeah, I know, because teenagers, man, they don't shut the fuck up. Like, they're so cocky and combative. I get it. But I do feel bad for this kid at the same time. Let's hear what this guy's story had to say. Him and his girlfriend. Check it out.
So long story short, we were at his uncle's house.
Wait a second. It's not long story short because it's a 10-minute video. I'm definitely not going to
short.
Yeah, definitely not going to listen and watch a 10-minute video, but we'll check out a little bit. It's amazing to me that his girlfriend's pretty cute.
Yeah.
But her face isn't blurred, but the other dude's is.
We saw yours already.
Guy's a dub.
Oh, dub. Explain that. What's that mean?
That's a fugly face. You're not good looking. You're horrible looking. You're ugly.
Oh, shit.
He's a dub. She's not proud of his boyfriend.
He mid.
He mid. Yeah, there you go.
He's so mid.
Mid.
Should I blur my face in?
No, man. You have a beautiful face.
All right. Thanks, man. Thanks. Appreciate that. All right. Let's listen to this chick.
At the time, which is his old place.
Yeah, that was my old place, and so I was taking care of it for them.
Isn't it crazy how this guy who's blurred out looks like the kid who fucking broke into the house? I mean, You know, it's like, what is this? You're like twin, dude? Like, what the fuck's going on
I'm
here?
confused.
And of course, he's not going to call the cops. He's like, this is younger me, better looking me.
My time being, he wasn't there. And I went to go feed my dog right after a meeting at work. You know, it's like 11 o'clock in the morning. I start walking up, and I realize the screen door's open. I'm like,
Do you think he blurred his face because he's white but has like a Mexican accent? Like he's
I was about to mention. Why
I'm
are you talking like
confused.
that, dog?
yeah. He's like, you're posing. You know,
Yeah, I
Let's
was
see.
out trilling, dog, just walking, bet,
Trap
you
life,
know,
trap life,
trap
you know what I mean?
life, triple X Tentacion.
Right. His girlfriend is cute though. I did.
hard. He took out my lighter. He took out like a bunch of papers all crumpled up. Yeah, that's it. And I was like, okay, and what else did you take? Because you've been in here for a minute. I haven't been here for like a day. And I was just like, what else did you take? And he
Oh, a kid like basically moved in. Maybe he's got like,
Squatting. He's squatting.
he's squatting because he's got a terrible like home life. His parents don't care about him. So, see, again, I'm relating to this
I'm
kid.
calling like Sherlock shenanigans here. I think that's his brother.
Now, yeah, it seems like it was all set up, and
seems
he
like a setup.
seems way too proud of
I'm calling shenanigans on this.
He seems
Yeah?
way too
I don't
proud of
trust
busting
shit
this
anymore.
14-year-old.
Okay. You know what though? You might be right, dude. Like there might be a follow-up on this where this guy, and it's blurred out for a reason, like it's blurred out because the similarity is just too,
You want to get views, man? Let's pretend like you broke into my house and make a big drama out of it.
right.
And you just cleaned up my bathroom instead of like the rest of the house.
That makes sense, dude. That makes sense. So yeah. Okay.
These days, people do anything for clout.
All right. So what do you streamers think? Do you think this was staged to go viral? Manny's saying he agrees. Let's see. Vegan Egan said, you wouldn't believe the petty crap I got cops calling me for a kid. I would have gladly done chores to avoid it. Yeah, let's see. I know there's a situation where I've been busted and punished in different ways as a kid. I was just a little shithead. You guys ever get caught stealing or doing anything?
Oh yeah, man, I got caught stealing once, and it wasn't pretty. I ended up
When
going
I
to-
was 5.
when I was 5 years old, I stole a Hershey's bar. No, but it's always like, oh, they want to punish you. And I think I'd much rather go for the punishment of the person rather than be in the system,
Yes.
because then being in the system takes to a whole other thing. And then you join a cult, and it's just like, no.
Right. So what did you get busted doing? Stealing?
I was just stealing a pair of sunglasses. And then, some lady then comes up to me. He's like, hi, I saw you taking something. And then just gets a cop and he takes me
Was it
away.
a white lady?
Yes, it was.
Ah.
It was a Karen.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
Yeah.
What about you, Rico? You ever get caught breaking the law?
No, not like that. I never stole.
You never stole?
No.
So
If I did, I wouldn't tell you about it.
when did you stop being a nerd?
Wow.
I don't snitch.
Exactly.
I grew up
man.
in the
Look at
mafia.
this guy is.
I didn't steal. Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. Who are you?
Okay. All right. Oh, it's very exciting. Yes.
Oh.
No, I did a lot of shitty things as a kid, but stealing was like one of those. I'm like, nah, I'm good.
Let's
Maybe
see.
like a candy bar once or something, but I felt really, I had a guilty conscience growing up, like the Catholic mentality.
Yeah, I had I'll give a couple stories here. Vegan Egan said my mom got caught taping my dad's house as a kid, or TPing. My mom got caught TPing my dad's house as a kid, and the cops made her clean it up before he ever knew. And you get caught and the jig is up. Yes, TPing. I never got caught TPing. It was very close several different times, and had my house TP'd before, and that's a pain in the ass because then I have to clean that up. I got caught starting a fire. And and it was by these oleander bushes that was in my apartment complex. And here's the shitty thing about this. I remember this very clearly because I would start fires and then put them out. It stole my mom's lighter.
Damn, son.
Yeah. I
You're
was
a firefighter here, man.
a little bit. Yeah, I was practicing. And then like the fire started getting out of control. So I start stomping the fire out. Well, now there's a little flame on the other side of the chain link fence. And my little sister, is on the other side of the chain link fence, and she's wearing cowboy boots. And I tell her, hey, Ashley, step on that flame to put the fire out. And she's like, no, it's going to burn me. I'm like, no, you got to step on it. And she's like, no. So I'm like, shit. All right, fine. And I'll run around to the other side so I could step on it. So when I run around to the other side to step on it, too late, fire's out of control, right? So it starts these oleander bushes on fire. So my sister fucking runs home. Goes, Mom, Brad started a fire. The apartment complex is on fire. So she gets out, freaking out. By this time, paramedics and fire department's called. And I'm in the center of all these flames that are about shoulder high.
You like the Joker, bro.
Yeah, trying to step on all these flames and put the fire out. Breathing in a bunch of smoke and stuff. And so afterwards, the fire department gave me oxygen. I'm like 10 years old when this happened.
Jesus.
Yeah. Sat me down, discussed the importance of not playing with fire. And then my mom, as a punishment, I believe, made me smoke like 5 cigarettes or something.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Because it's like, you want to breathe in smoke? Here go.
After that, I started drinking, smoking cigarettes.
Yeah. I started drinking whiskey, smoking cigars.
Thanks, Ma.
Let's see.
I think one of the funniest things thinking back now about like shitty things you do as kids,
Mhm.
the thing that sucks for this generation, I feel kind of bad about, is they're not going to grow up around the telephone era with phone books and doing prank calls or crank calling. I remember me and my brother, particularly one time, we're like in the house. We looked up the phone book, had somebody with the last name Butts.
Okay.
And we laughed so hard. And we're like, let's do it. So we call him up. We're like, hi, Mr. Butts. He's like, yes. I'm like, do you have any toilet paper left? Or something stupid like that. Hung up. Of course, I think that was the era of caller ID. So he called back and my dad answered. He's like, they did what?
Right.
Got an ass whooping.
You guys weren't smart enough to block it. You know, that reminded me, I got in trouble one time for someone crank calling me this little shit. And I forgot his name. Yeah. But he called up and I think it was my friend's brother. And he was gay. And he would sound gay, a little bit on the phone. But he called up claiming to be a representative from Condoms Incorporated. Condoms Incorporated, right?
Incorporated.
Leaving voicemails on the tape machine, saying that I owe a bunch of money to Condoms Incorporated. My mom, though, was naive enough to like spank me and punish me for this like crank call. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like 11 years old. I know nothing about Condoms Incorporated or condoms in general. But that was enough for her to like literally believe it. Yes.
Like a light more fires. I don't care anymore.
My mom was
more fires.
The most gullible person, probably still is. Rock 1 2.1. Who's this? All right, thanks for the call. All right, early this morning we had a funny round of F My Life. I had a lot of crazy F My Life sent to me to my email address. In case you missed it, went a little something like this.
Did you get caught self-loving by your mom?
Awkward.
It is awkward.
Did you do something that got you fired from your job?
I just get stupid.
It's fun being stupid. Don't hide this in vain. Let us laugh at your pain. Call 600 KFMA right away.
I promise we won't embarrass you.
Because Beef Vegan presents F My Life. F My Life. F My Life.
Yes, it's time for another edition of Your F My Life. Send your email sent to me at beefvegan@kfma.com. Subject line FML. But of course, if you have an F My Life you care to share on the air, you can give us a call at 600 KFMA at 600-5362. And Rico and I will weigh in on your F My Life situation. You ready, Rico?
Aye, Captain.
All right. First email that we got today was from John. He said, today I got into an argument with my wife over how she spends too much time with her gay best friend. Now she says, if I ever want to get intimate with her again, I'll have to let her watch as I give him a striptease.
What?
Yeah. So she's basically blackmailing him for booty and be like, if you want to get some, now you have to give my gay best friend a striptease and I have to watch. Very kinky stuff here. F My Life. What do you say, Rico?
F My Life. That's horrible.
You know what, John? It sounds fun. And it seems like it's a secret kink of your wife. So I say go for it. You don't have to bang the dude, technically. I mean, to each his own.
Slippery slope.
Yeah, we'll agree to disagree and move forward. Next F My Life sent to me by Devin. Devin wrote, today I overheard my boyfriend bragging about me to his friends, telling him I had a great smile, cute hair, and very perky boobs. This wouldn't be so bad if we weren't both men. F My Life for Devin.
Sure.
I mean, at least they're not saggy, but yeah, F My Life for sure. Start doing some push-ups, dude. All right, next F My Life situation sent to me by Francisco. He said, today while getting off the bus, there was a lady in front of me wearing a dress, and suddenly her phone dropped out of her bag. I picked up the phone for her, which landed right beneath her dress. As she turned around, she thought I was trying to take pictures of her panties and slap me. Oh, No good deed goes unpunished there. F my life for Francisco.
That's a Larry David F my life.
Yes, it is. All right. So, yes, definitely F your life, dude. All right. 2 more left. Vanessa sent me this one. This is a doozy. I'll save this one for last. Okay. Let's move on. Yeah. All right. Let's move on to Aaron's F my life. She said, today my natural body odor has gotten so bad that despite wearing 20 swipes of men's deodorant under each armpit and taking 3 showers a day with an entire bottle of body wash, I still smell like a cross between onions and hot garbage. I'm a woman. Ooh, F my life, Rico.
Yeah, that sounds horrible.
Yeah,
a woman
man.
that smells like onions.
Yes.
I could go from a 10 to a 5 real quick.
Yeah, it's all about the smell for me. And yeah, that's a major no-no. So sorry about your luck, Aaron. Definitely an F your life. Go to the doctor for that. Hopefully they do something. Swallow cinnamon pills or something. All right. And final F my life for the day sent to me by Vanessa. She said, yesterday I found out that my 11-year-old's best friend, who is 2 months older than her, is also her sister. That was a mic drop moment. We mic dropped it. We're like, oh, also the sister. Let's get back on the air here. All right, Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to the podcast broadcast. Hanging out here with Victor Garcia and, of course, Rico. It's time for our OnlyFans Model of the Week. We haven't done one
in a while.
Yeah, in a second. Our OnlyFans Model of the Week, beautiful woman here. She's a TikTok and OnlyFans influencer named Anna Paul. And she was set to make an appearance in a mall in Perth, Australia, as part of a tour to promote the collaboration with the clothing brand Stack. So in Australia, they have like TikTok influencers and OnlyFans models branding clothing lines in like stores in the mall.
Times they are changing.
They are changing.
Ain't that mate?
Right. It's like, yeah, like full-blown porn and be like, yeah, it's great. You're a star. Sell these jeans.
Line up like Santa Claus?
Well, here's the thing. Organizers expected between 200 and 300 people to show up. Instead, so many people showed up that police shut the event down before she even appeared. Whoa. Yeah, fans posted on TikTok about the event with one writing, waited 5+ hours, got squished and trampled, gasping for air, nearly fainted, all for it to get closed down by police. Now, Paul and Stacks both apologized for the chaos, which included one fan that brought a small live pony with them to the event. This is how kinky it got. And I'll show you here on the podcast broadcast stream, Anna Paul, who is OnlyFans Model of the Week. She's cute. I don't know exactly. She's probably one of those influencers. Oh, there's the boobs.
There it is.
Yeah, it took 7 pictures down.
I know.
Right. I'm like, well, what's the big deal about the? Oh, okay.
I give you 2 big reasons.
Yes.
So slow motion. Nice. Good job.
Yes. She got some bounce in there. And so,
where were you born?
Yeah, who knows, what she does on OnlyFans. Probably posts a bunch of feet pics, but it got people going crazy. And yeah, Stacks, they were pretty smart for signing up with her and have her sell her products, because I don't know a celebrity in Australia that would cause that kind of chaos.
Not Nicole Kidman.
That's how many people are thirsty for her down under, that they're willing to trample on small children. And the small children are there in the first place is weird too. Our idols are all screwed up. Right. But anyways, Anna Paul, for causing a riot, for just saying you're going to show up and say hi and take pictures with people.
At a JCPenney?
Yeah. Then you're definitely the OnlyFans Model of the Week.
Travis Scott is mad at you.
Yeah. We got to see, we have to do some deeper investigation. So we're going to look at some more pictures of Anna Paul on the podcast broadcast stream. So you guys know what we're talking about. YouTube.com/BeVegan. More Be Vegan Presents coming up after this. Clear. All right.
Anna Paul.
Anna Paul.
2 first names.
She, part of her allure is that she always gets bathing suit tops that are too small. You like that zoom?
Cameraman's like, we know what this is about.
You know what we're here for.
Bend down so we can get a good shot.
He's spying on me.
Boop. Oh, you happen to be there. Okay.
Is there such thing as boobs that are too big?
Yeah, for sure.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
There's so many cars passing over this bridge right now, throwing garbage.
Right.
Hilarious.
So
somewhere in Croatia,
a bag of Chick-fil-A falls in her head.
Victor, show me with your hands here. What do you think is too big for boobs? And I'm talking even on like a small waist.
Like, okay.
Yeah.
So I think if it's here where like you can look barely down and you already see them.
Yeah.
I never had boobs, but
right.
You're a woman and you could see them on your under peripheral. maybe too much.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, what about you, Rico? Have you met a pair of boobs that were too big for you?
I've seen so many boobs that are just way oversized. It's like that body dysmorphia thing where they get like size F and G, where they go crazy for clout. It's fucking ridiculous.
I love
stuff.
it. Rock 1 2.1. Who's this?
Hey, Beef.
Hey, JJ.
How
What's
you
up?
doing?
Oh, who's this? Is this JJ?
Who it is?
Victor knows who this is.
Oh.
Hey, I know who this is. What's up, Donnie?
Oh, it's Donnie. Okay. What's up, Donnie?
I thought it was a money situation. He's like, he knows.
Yeah.
I work with Victor. He knows who this is.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's going on, Donnie?
Hey, hey, I actually told you told him that I was going to call you Beef. Hey, had a question. Do you know any update on a Metallica album? Just wondering.
Metallica album. No update on Metallica album. They're currently touring, and that's all I know. If they're recording at the same time, it's possible. And they could probably release something, but there's been no buzz yet about a potential Metallica album coming out.
They're gonna re-release Saint Anger.
I know way back at the beginning of 2020, I read something that says that they're working on an album glacially slow.
Yes, yeah. And then, of course, pandemic slowed things down, and then Lars slows things down even more, Donnie. So
And Dave Mustaine on the Joe Rogan podcast slowed it down even more.
However, I do know a couple albums that are coming out here in the next couple Fridays. One of them is a Megadeth album, one is an Ozzy album, and I know that radio jocks sometimes get to hear things before us. Have you heard either of those albums?
No. First off, I just got distracted by look at Anna macking on a fat dude. Thank God. No wonder I liked her so much. This is why so many people show up. Okay, Donnie, real quick to answer your question. No, I mean, in fact, like radio jocks, maybe the old school jocks. And when I was on my station up in Phoenix, I was also the music director. So I would listen to a lot of music before it came out and decide what I would put on the station and whatnot. I'm not in that position now because I'm just a morning show host, and Razor is in that position. It's part of my beef with him. And I don't even get to play new songs on my show until they've been on the radio for 4 or 5 months. So, I've been seeing like Giovanni and I don't even know their whole fucking name. That's a song that we've been playing on the air on KFMA for like 6 months. It just recently started getting played in, my rotation while I'm on the air. So no, short answer is no. I don't get a heads up on a lot of things. When I do get, heads up on music, it's usually through personal relationships and friendships I have from different artists. But a lot of them aren't like Metallica level.
Yeah, we just got Gangnam Style.
That I'm not surprised that Ozzy's he's number 2 this week, I think, or whatever. Number 1, he was number 1 for a couple weeks.
Yeah. And that's just Ozzy. Yeah. And because, older people and Ozzy fans are going to buy his records, and it's easily going to make it happen. And does that mean Ozzy put out the best song this week? No. There's younger artists out there, but their fans don't buy records. So you're never going to see them chart. We just had an interview with an artist called Upsall. She's fantastic. She's with Arista Records, and she's telling us like the industry right now, because of TikTok, don't even know what the fuck's going on. They don't know what's considered a hit anymore. They're just like, they're trying to figure it out. So as things continue to evolve, the music industry is evolving right now with streaming and social media. So they're trying to figure out exactly what is,
No one knows what good music is anymore, do they?
Yeah, I mean, people know what good music are, but as far as like putting it on radio and how to make a hit, they're confused. They don't necessarily know. Radio still works in making bands bigger, but it's difficult for these programmers to know what song's going to be liked by people. I like this Anna Marie that she fucks a chubby dude.
Yeah, dude, those vacations don't pay for themselves.
No, exactly.
I know, but
those drone shots aren't that good, to be honest. I see some of these pictures and they're not impressive. Just like the aesthetic of it. But the cans are the cans.
The cans are amazing. But the fact that she's just with like an average dude, like her stock just went up like through the roof.
I don't know if he's an average dude. I wonder what he does for a living.
Oh, well, okay. He probably is rich and not in good shape, but
he's a dub.
Yeah, he's a dub, but he's banging his time.
The dub.
Look at this is him in the background.
He's mid-rich.
This could be me. This looks like me in the background wearing a bucket hat.
You have a bucket hat?
You got a bucket hat?
I'm gonna get a bucket hat.
There you go. That's the secret.
That's the fashion.
All right, Donnie, any other questions you want to ask, brother? While I have you on?
Just one question and something I have to tell you, which is the question is, if you're able to, can you play patient number 9 if you're
By Ozzy? Yes. You know what? I can do that for you, I think.
And the second thing is pay my friend Victor very good bucks because he's one of my friends and he kicks ass.
Well, that's great. I don't have a budget for that, so sorry, Vic.
Appreciate that though.
He's a good guy, so thanks for having him on your show because he's a good guy.
With Donnie, with all disrespect to Rico, he's an okay guy. Should I pay him?
Yeah.
You don't know me.
Yeah. He's like,
yeah, whatever.
All right. Well, I'll definitely consider that.
Someone should actually give you a raise. They don't pay good DJs enough.
You're right about that, Donnie.
Absolutely right.
I couldn't agree with you more. Jesus, I know. Like any kind of money would be fantastic.
This guy's my new favorite caller.
Yeah, I'd love to have health insurance. That'd be fantastic.
You guys should get pensions, 401k matching.
Yeah. Well, Donnie, I appreciate you, brother. Thanks, dude. Yeah. I'm a better guy than Rico for sure.
Oh, 100%.
I don't even know Rico.
Well, I appreciate the call, Donnie. We'll talk to you soon, brother.
Thanks, you're on, Don. See you later today.
All right, try to squeeze in that.
That's
Ozzy.
a good bro. That's a good bro.
Great guy, man.
Yeah.
Call in, give props, ask about Ozzy. Good bro.
I just have to make sure they're not playing Ozzy.
He left the U.S. He's on my shit list now.
Yeah, he said I don't want to get killed in the U.S., so he bailed.
Go get stabbed by a Bobby.
Get stabbed by a bat.
By a constable.
Hello, mate.
Yeah.
Knife crime.
Earlier this morning, we had a pretty good. Here's the deal. I want to check out some more of the honest pictures real quick, and then while I do that, here's Morning Moron from this morning. All right, the latest from Jelly Roll on Rock 102.1. That's Dead Man Walking. It's now 6:17 and time for your Morning Moron. Let's do it. Oh, do it again. All right, do you ever hear this urban legend that if you get pulled over by the cops, if you want to pass a breathalyzer test, to stick a penny in your mouth?
I've heard that.
You heard that, right? That was, again, that's a myth. I got to stress this out to everybody out there. If you think you're going to get out of a Dewey for popping a penny in your mouth, A, it's disgusting, the germs on a penny, and B, it doesn't work. So you're risking getting sick and I don't know.
Syphilis.
Yeah, syphilis, all the germs for nothing. It's not going to work. But apparently our Morning Moron didn't get the memo. So police in Bolton, Britain are advising people to stop believing everything they read online after a man they had pulled over for suspicion of drunk driving proceeded to shove loads of coins into his mouth. So he's like, oh, no. I mean, I hear that if you're a little tipsy, you suck on a penny, you'll pass a breathalyzer. I'm a lot of tipsy. I need about $3.50 worth of pennies.
Oh, God.
Yeah, so he loaded up his mouth like it was a vending machine. Just load up the coins where his cheeks are full on both sides. If he sneezed, he'd be sneezing on nickels, right? So when they asked him to take a breathalyzer test after he ran a red light in front of a patrol car. So the internet theory that sucking on a copper coin will trick the breathalyzer, but the man registered almost twice the legal limit. And so that theory didn't help. And also he didn't just stop at copper coins. He was doing all the coins.
All the coins. All the presidents in his mouth.
Right. So I remember hearing this way back when. And even as like a young man, a dumb young man who liked to party and was always looking for ways to beat a breathalyzer, I still was suspect of that theory. Oh, sucking on a penny, huh? Yeah, sure. Okay.
I'm sort of shocked he didn't take a page out of Tommy Boy and did the bees thing.
Oh, yes. Yeah, he should have. That's why I ran red. He would have been better off, and we probably wouldn't even be reporting on him today if he did that. But for sticking $3.50 worth of change in your mouth to try to beat a breathalyzer and not doing it definitely makes you a morning moron. Facts. Drop facts. Sarah asked, am I a fan of Saw?
Saw 1 through 3.
Yeah, I haven't seen all the Saw movies, but I do like to play games. So
That was a setup.
yeah,
Amazing.
that's my homage to Saw. Every time I do that, I like to play a game. I want people to think that subconsciously. Jigsaw. Yeah, that I'm the jigsaw of the radio.
We need a tiny tricycle for you.
Yes.
Every morning just rolls in on a tiny bike.
I mean, or just normal sized bike, and I'll just keep getting fatter.
Or that.
Because the fat guy in normal sized bikes make the bikes look small. That's just facts. Science.
Try tandem bike.
A tandem bike, yeah. Have you ever ridden a tandem bike?
Never.
Not on my to-do list, but I think if I had the opportunity, I'd be like, okay.
Would you not ride a tandem bike with another dude
Not with another
in
dude.
public?
No.
Come on, be more secure.
I am very secure.
I think I'd totally drive. If he was lazy and I knew I had to do all the work behind, and also he was passing gas the whole time.
Have you guys ever done one of those biking bars? You know, my friend Yaz just did this over the weekend where, it's one of those bike taxis and everyone sits at the bar and they have pedals and they pedal around while drinking.
Yeah, see.
Yeah, so apparently they have that in town too, which seems like a pretty cool night. And you kind of bar hop and then you burn calories as you're drinking.
Right.
So that's the idea. You might even lose weight along the way, but exercise while drinking, is that something you would do?
I don't know if I want to catch a cramp and like be drunk at the same time. I don't know what the sensation will be like.
You never got hammered and went for a run?
Run? I mean, if I was being chased.
Yeah. It's exercise.
Yeah, I don't know why the audio sounded rough. I'm just looking at a picture of Anna.
Oh, it's Miss Paul.
We don't need audio for this.
Right.
You're not.
Let's see.
Oh.
We're gonna see. We're on in 53 seconds. Can we keep that in mind because I do have a story that I want to share with you. That involves exercising and drinking. So we're just kind of recapping what we're just talking about with bicycle rides and to see if anyone else would do that. And then I did ask a Facebook question if what's the pregame drink on if you're gonna rage, and then what's the cocktail you're drinking if you're gonna be sophisticated like Rico and read a book by the fireplace.
That's right.
Do you have a fireplace, Strauss?
No.
Oh, okay.
You just burn stuff in the backyard.
Yeah.
The green screen.
I just set the dumpster on fire and then get my little smoking pipe. So classy.
You hear the planes just go by. Love it.
Yes. All right.
Classy.
All right. Oh, nice. Got Brandon Thorne accepted my friend request.
Ooh.
It's my friend's daughter who's a professional wrestler.
Nice.
Cool.
Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beefy and Presents. So I was just talking about a story of my friend Yaz who went on one of those bicycle bar rides around town. You've seen these elsewhere. I've never seen them on 4th yet, but essentially it's a bike taxi that has a bar attached to it, and everyone sits at the bar and they drink while pedaling, and they go down 4th and they kind of bar hop, and it seems like a really good time. Music's played during that time, and that's exercising and drinking. Do they go hand in hand? Is this something that you would do? And the reason why I asked this is because I saw a Florida bar, right, do this promotion that I think is actually kind of clever. It's Sunday yoga. Okay, so this is what they do. All right, on Sunday mornings at this bar, they have a yoga class, right? And so they teach yoga, and everyone does yoga at this bar on the outdoor patio, which is beautiful. And then they encourage everyone to stick around and start drinking afterwards, and they get yoga specials, right? So is basically, Sunday fun day, doing yoga and drinking. Is this something that you would do? Rico, you're pretty fit.
I don't think that goes hand in hand personally.
Yeah, so what would be some of the downsides of doing yoga and drinking?
Beer farts.
Yes,
Downward
sure.
dog and
But
farting.
you drink afterwards, so I think that's good. And I think it is to prevent beer farts while doing downward
I
dog.
don't know. It just seems contradictory. Do that for that spiritual aspect.
Well, I say this
But
in some ways, it kind of Oh, this is why there's echo. You unmuted your mic, dude. You unmuted your screen, Victor.
Oh, really?
Yes, that's right. Don't touch anything. Oh, you just did it again. All right, stop. Don't touch anything. All right. So, anyways, the reason why I say this is a good idea because it's a wash. Like you burn the calories first, and then you absorb the calories afterwards. So, say your goal is to burn as many calories as you consume immediately after, and so that way you don't gain any weight or lose any weight.
So you clean up the house and then you let these just dirty dudes just come in. It's like, all right, let's trash it again.
Yeah.
Clean up the temple. Now let's trash it again, baby.
In a way, I'm just saying this because I have an idea going into fall, because U of A is back in session. What a great way to look at chicks' butts while drinking. Let's bring back bar yoga. Let's do bar yoga on 4th. We'll find a venue. On Sundays, we'll have our day drinking extravaganza. I'll show you some yoga moves that I learned on YouTube, and then we'll drink immediately after.
You got yoga pants?
Well, yeah, I don't wear yoga pants because my balls are too big.
Got the Lululemons.
Yeah,
Yoga
yeah.
and Jinko jeans.
Yes, exactly.
There we go.
It's like ICP teaching yoga. You're gonna love it.
Don't give them ideas, man. Don't give them ideas.
All right, we're gonna teach you moving on the podcast broadcast. Be back with your beef tip right after these words. It's Rock on 2.1 KFMA. Yeah, you inadvertently or accidentally hit the unmute button.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you saw that and you thought you were muted?
Yeah, I don't know. It's like instinctively.
I see. And what I say before that though?
Oh, here comes the dad talk.
Exactly. I said, don't do that, Victor. You're going to see that you're muted and you're going to trust me that you're not muted. And then I tell you, I know why you did it because I did mute you, but I didn't mute you as a punishment. I muted you so we could hear the audio from that TikTok video without an echo. There's a lot of workarounds I'm doing to try to prevent the echo.
Not the belt.
Yeah.
Not the
Please,
belt.
not the belt.
Please, sir.
Yes. So, hey, you want to see our last edition of Dyslexic Spelling Bee? Because I don't know if I'll ever do it again, to be honest with you. People keep getting mad about it.
I want to see how many times we can piss people off.
Yeah, we definitely pissed someone off this morning. And in case you missed it, one little something like this. Yoga comedian Victor Garcia joining us again. Good morning, Victor.
Good morning, y'all. How are you doing today?
Good, dude. Good to see you. We have a lot of fun in store here for the podcast broadcast. As Victor's going to be hanging out all morning long. Of course, Rico's still hanging out. And hey, guys, I want to play a game.
Woo!
That game is Dyslexic Spelling Bee. Tickets on the line for that is Shinedown, performing at Auction Pavilion on October 7th. On line 1, I have Andy. Good morning, Andy.
Hey, morning.
And on line 2, I have Logan. Good morning, Logan.
Hey, good morning.
All right, so these guys are going to do a good old-fashioned spelling bee. The only difference with this spelling bee is when I give them the word, they have to spell it backwards, okay? And they only have a certain amount of time to do so. If they spell it correctly, they're going to get a point. But if they spell it incorrectly, their opponent's going to get a point. Whoever has the most points at the end of the Dyslexic Spelling Bee will win those tickets for Shinedown, October 7th at Auction Pavilion. You guys ready?
Yep.
All right. Ready. We're going to start off with Andy since you're on line 1. All these words are 6-letter words. Should be easy enough here. Okay. Andy, spell strong. Strong. Go.
Strong. GNORTS.
That is correct. All right. 1 point here for Andy. All right. Logan, spell church.
HCURCH.
That is incorrect. Incorrect, Logan. So 1 point for Andy. All right, Andy, back to you. Spell stench.
Stench. HCNETS.
That is correct. 3 points for Andy. Logan, you got to get this, man. All right, here's the next word here. Spell drawer. Like you got socks in your drawer.
REWARD.
That is correct. All right. 1 point for Logan here. All right. We got a couple more words here left on the list. Back to Andy. Andy, spell shears.
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 SREEHS.
That is incorrect, Andy. It was actually AEHS. So 1 point for Logan. Logan back in the game. Logan, back to you. All right. Spell praise. Spell praise. And go.
EFIARP.
That is correct. That's all tied up. All right, next person to get a word incorrectly will lose this game. All right, so I will give it an opportunity, though, if Andy, if you spelled it incorrectly, Logan has to spell a word correctly to steal the game, okay?
All right.
All right, here is our next word. Andy, spell loathe. Spell loathe. Like I loathe Rico.
EHTAOL.
That is correct. All right. Back to you, Logan. Logan, Spell cleave. Spell cleave.
Cleve.
Cleave.
HTAELC.
Logan. Unfortunately, that was wrong.
Oh.
Yes. Oh, it was so close. And look, you came from behind and almost was able to steal those tickets. But unfortunately for you, Logan, you lost the game, and that's good news for Andy. Andy, you just won yourself tickets to Shinedown. Congratulations, dude.
All right, let's go.
Yeah, Logan, the good news is I'm going to be giving away these tickets all this week. So tomorrow morning it's around 7 a.m. is my next opportunity for you to win those tickets for Shinedown. Feel free to try to give a call and play for another pair of tickets. Okay, dude?
Sweet, thank you.
No worries. That was the Dyslexic Spelling Bee. Dyslexic Spelling Bee. There. That's our production here. All right, let's hit the reset. We'll be back more of Beef Figure Presents right after this. All right, so that was Dyslexic Spelling Bee. A little bit after that, we had Joanne call in and be like, "You robbed Jordan." So, yeah, like, oh. All right.
Shenanigans.
Yes, and yes, we need to get T-shirts to say I won one of Beef's games. Because Sarah said that she'll play your games if the prize is a T-shirt. So yeah, that's something that they can work
There
on.
we go. Be telling you about the merch game for a minute.
Yeah. Erwin commented on our post on Facebook saying, anyone else notice how they just completely got rid of Riley, Rock 102.1 KFMA, like she never was part of the KFMA family? I was told she stepped away, but she wouldn't tell her listeners she was leaving. Middays just don't have a good vibe anymore. Shame on KFMA. Now, this wasn't KFMA's call, and Mucho's been covering for Riley, and he's been doing a great job. That's my boy. I told Erwin we're making the announcement next Tuesday. In fact, her replacement's going to join us on the podcast broadcast. And her replacement, someone I've known in this industry for years, and it makes sense that they're going to bring her along. And she actually just announced it on her personal page, and I've kind of been stalking it to see if anyone mentions me. And they haven't. And I see mutual friends like this chick Cassandra was like, I've been looking for a station in Tucson. Whoop whoop.
Oh, we got a juggalo.
No, well, no, it wasn't whoop whoop.
Oh,
it was whoop whoop. But I'm like, Cassandra, I'm like, bitch. What? You've been looking for a station in Tucson. We've been friends for how long? You know what I mean? Like, I'm on the station. I'm on the exact same station she announced, actually. Cassandra, who's not watching this right now or listening for sure.
Shame.
I do get offended easily, right? I guess I am a Karen. So yeah, I'm just looking through all these, and like eventually, see a lot of these people, mutual acquaintances, know us both, right? And yeah, I'm not getting one mention here. And is it weird that I'm looking for mentions for myself in her posts?
Hey, take your time, buddy.
It's okay, man. We're all riding on horses here.
Well, I'm just saying, I'm asking honestly, and I'll ask streamers too. Does that seem weird? Because I just want to see if anyone puts two and two together, because she'll be following this show, and this show has been bringing this station up from last place into not last place, and that's a big deal.
Carrying the team here, man.
Yeah, exactly. Team leader, if they let me, but they fight me. So they don't necessarily let me. And obviously I just want everyone to succeed.
That was a haiku right there.
I'll watch this back and then write it down. So
I bring number one.
Yeah.
They don't like me. They should like me.
I got 100 fucking. Yeah, I know they should. I mean, I'm their boy. I'm nice. And
just write a nice poem to everybody on staff. Slip it under their door.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody. I'm nice.
Put stickers on it.
I'll tell you who. I mean, even Jason DeVore, who we just had on, was like, "Congratulations!" And then she wrote back, "Jason, Larry, and I just talked about you. Anyone talk about me?" So I had I know I'm crazy, but what was I gonna say? I totally lost my train of thought.
Something about you're the best. You're number one. You're a champion.
You're the leader. You're carrying this whole team.
There was something. Oh, no. Okay, no. Mucho understand. Mucho gets it. So, okay. So when I was up at KWSS in Phoenix, right? We're an independent station, a low power, but I had better hookups up there than I ever did down here, right? It was always like we're last to get tickets. The salespeople always got the tickets first, and then we get like cheap seats and shit. And like, what the fuck? What is the point of working in radio? If you're gonna underpay us, you're not even gonna hook us up for concerts. Well, when I went to the Ghost show, I literally had the best seats in the house, and that's 100% attributed to Mucho because Mucho gets it. He totally understands. He knows radio and everything. And I text him. I was like, "You're my fucking boy. Thank you for that." All right, let's get on here. Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. I'm glad I was able to get my train of thought before we wrap things up. Victor, thank you so much for coming in. We'll have you in again. What's the name of your podcast? You've been doing the visual stream for all the ladies out there that love them some eye candy.
Yeah, some of that eye candy. You can find it at the Mouthful Podcast. You could also check that out on my Instagram. I have the link in bio there. So definitely check me out at Victor G Comic.
Nice. And then Rico, of course, on social media too, posting D-pics and funny videos. Of course. Yeah, Unreal Rico.
Canceled constantly.
You are, actually. It's funny. All right, here's our beef tip before we wrap things up. The beef tip today. Yesterday, I talked about don't charging your phone too much. Rico still says no. So here's the best tips if you got work burnout, okay? The biggest thing, actually, we don't have time for that. So if you're burnt out at work, deal with it. And then we'll be back tomorrow morning. All right. So with tickets to give away for Shinedown and a day to remember. Also, don't forget Thursday, we do another round of Tap Out this week with Dante's Fire. Till then, Mucho's up next. Enjoy the rest of your day. Drive safe, ride safe. And as always, rock local. Later.
When you
All right. I stopped that because that was a shitty way to end the show, and I acknowledge that. But I have to end the show right now because I have to stalk this chick's Facebook page and be like, why the fuck aren't they mentioning me, man? Is that weird?
Yeah, it was weird, but now it's becoming normal. So.
Yeah, it's becoming something that it's like
it's a thing now.
You getting used to it?
Accept it.
Okay,
thing.
good. Well, I'm glad you accept it. So yeah, I mean, I'm gonna unheart her post if somebody doesn't mention me here quickly.
Scoundrel.
Yeah.
Yeah.